My name is Melissa. I'm 17 and I attend St. Dominic's Sixth Form College. I've always loved fashion from a young age. I would like cut off like my mum's old clothes and make new stuff with them because I love to recycle. That's why I've like improvised. And when I was in high school, I was able to like showcase my talent because I was given a sewing machine and I was able to like make stuff, and I really enjoyed this, especially making handbags and dresses and clothes. After that, I was able to make something Gyra inspired in year 11, and it was really feminine and pretty, and I received an award for the most innovative design in that year. I was struck by a terrible tragedy in 2012. My aunt died in a plane crash, and at this time I'd lost my touch with fashion, and I persuaded myself not to go down the fashion route and to just go down the academic route because I was doing well in school and it seemed like the better option. So at this time, a year later, my auntie had a memorial and we were given fabric, and I was told that I can either make it or someone can send it to Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria originally. And I was able to make these dresses. I made 15 for my cousins and for myself, and everyone just like really liked them, and from this I was inspired to become a fashion designer. And I also thought that how a tragedy can bring about something beautiful, like how Alexandra McQueen says that you can see something beautiful in everything. And that's why I present to you La Fenêtre, which means the window in French. Each box represents stages of the ups and downs in Alexandra McQueen's life. I've started off with the crumples to show times when he was misunderstood as a designer, especially like when he was selected to be Givenchy's head designer, and he made the haute couture range, and he was criticized for his designs being too much like drag queens. So I thought after that he didn't just give up, he rose again, and he made stuff that were even more like, he took the criticism on board, and his outfits got better and improved. So I've done like fans, pleated things, and I've used a Metro newspaper to show like times when he didn't have much money and how he'd improvise. So I've used that both here and here, and I just sampled that out on my mood board. I've also used a feather waistband to show like how he liked birds, and he felt like they were like a nest. So the feathers are just laid on at the tip of the waist, and they lay in like a form of a nest. So they're sitting on a nest. Underneath the skirt, there's like layers, and I've like scrunched the material. I've gathered the material to represent what he was covering up as a designer. Like there's newspaper. You can turn it on, please. There's like newspaper and all this, and it just shows like reflects him as a design, like reflects his life. And I've also used red. You can turn that on. I've used red and black because in his final collection, which was on my birthday, the 8th of March, in 2010, his collection was red, black, and gold. So I've used those colours through my designs, which are also my favourite colours. In the top, I've hand beaded this, and it took about 5 days to do. I found that his designs, such as these ones where he's beaded, that they were really inspirational and they told a story. So I decided to tell my own story through the beads, and I think hopefully one day I'll be able to make a fully beaded dress from scratch. And on the back of the dress, I've also used quite an extravagant, and both are quite overwhelming, to show how Alexandra McQueen was very unpredictable, and he was a free bird, and he would always, he'd always cover up like times when he was going through hard times. I've also used a headpiece to finish it off because I found that with his designs, a lot of them showed like a sort of royal regalia, and I put like feathers in it to show like the French royalty and the royalness of the window. For my project, I have chosen one of my all-time favorite designers, which is Chanel, because I was inspired by her as a child. I've always loved Chanel. I love her classy, timeless element. I love the black and white, and I think it symbolises equality, because at this time she made a change in women's fashion. She changed uncomfortable, not so conventional dresses into like black, simple dresses. She introduced the LBD. What woman, nothing stopped the dynamic Coco Chanel from being the most stylish, sophisticated fashion icon of the 20th century. I think she was very inspirational, and her clothes are timeless and still worn to this day. I've also brought along with me